Welcome to my daughter's bedroom. As you can see, we have a little bit of a Jellycat problem. I am definitely guilty of being the funder of this collection. I love collecting them as much as she does. So I'm going to help her today get this collection under control so she can reclaim her bed and really see her collection well. So what I have planned, I've grabbed these little acrylic shelves from Amazon. I think they're really cute because they have kind of like that rainbow girly vibe. And I'm gonna obviously install them on the wall, and that way she can line up all her bunnies. And what she plans to do is pick a different one to sleep with every night. And it'll be nice to like see the collection in a really aesthetic way. So a lot of people have like hanging things on their list of things they would love to learn. So I'm gonna break it down for you. There's no reason why you cannot hang things on your wall and do it with confidence. I know a lot of people are worried about making a hole in the wall. Not to worry, I'm gonna be your guide. So let's go, let's get these shelves up on the wall. What I'm doing first is I'm planning where I want my shelves to be. I want there to be enough room in the shelves that I can fit the bunnies in there and that they're not going to be bonking their little heads on the shelf above. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to make sure everything is level and spaced out accordingly before drilling my first hole. So what I'm doing here is I am just drilling a hole for my drywall anchor. You do not need to be afraid to do this. Just go for it. If you make a mistake, you can always fill a hole. It is not the big deal that you think it is. What you want to choose is a drill bit that's slightly smaller than your anchor. If it's too big, your anchor is going to spin. Then you're going to take a rubber mallet and you're just going to pop that drywall anchor into the hole. I'm going to chat about when to use an anchor and what it looks like and how it functions next. This is what a drywall anchor looks like. They come in your little package. Normally when you're hanging something up, what's going to happen is the screw is going to go in here. This is going to go into the drywall. And then when the screw goes in, this opens and then it holds your item in place. Again, if you have a stud, you don't need to use this. But if the spot doesn't have a stud, then you'll drill a hole and then pound this in and then put your screw into this drywall anchor. So I got one of the shelves up already, and for that one I used anchors on all 3 holes because it didn't hit any studs. So a stud finder is a great item that you can add to your toolbox. I love this one because it shows you exactly where the stud is. No guessing, it's not loud, it doesn't have beeping, and I'm going to show you how it works. If you have a stud where your hole is, then you don't need to use a drywall anchor. And if you don't have studs there, then you will have to use a drywall anchor to make sure that your shelves aren't going to fall off the wall. Here's the stud finder that I really like. What I love is that it shows you clearly where the stud is. Helps if I press the button. Okay, so you can see there was a stud there. I'll see one closer here. So right when it hits the stud, look. So you can see right here is my edge, the middle, and the other side. It just clearly shows exactly where your stud is going to be. That way you know if you have to use an anchor or not. Now that I have my anchors and my studs marked here, I can start installing the shelves. So what I'm doing is I'm just using my impact driver to drive the screw into the anchor. I'm starting with a center one and then using my level to just make sure that everything is lined up. And then one thing I would note is just be careful not to over tighten because these shelves are acrylic. I did have 2 instances where they cracked, so just be mindful of that. All right, I'm going to walk you guys through putting up the next shelf. So I want them to kind of look like they're one continuous shelf. So I'm just butting this one up against the next one. Just grabbing my level. Make sure things are where I want them. And I'll just mark my holes. Okay, and then now I can check with my stud finder and see which ones I'm going to have to use an anchor with. Okay, so that one is probably going to go into stud, and then these 2 will just need an anchor. So I'm just going to drill the holes for the ones that need anchors. You want to err on the side of small with your drill bit so that your anchor isn't spinning. You want it to be tight when it goes in there. So then I'll just take my anchor, pound it in with a rubber mallet just to the surface of the drywall. And then this one should just be into stud. And honestly, if not, 2 anchors is going to be plenty for these little bunnies. These acrylic shelves, you have to be really careful that you don't over drill. They crack super easily. So just be mindful of that. There we go. 2 shelves down. Now that we have the shelves all installed, we can get the bunnies all in position. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I think this is going to be so much more functional for my daughter. I ended up doing them in rainbow order, of course, because that's the kind of person I am. But my daughter gets home very soon, and she's going to hop off the bus, and then I'm going to show her, and then I will show you her reaction. So let's check it out next. All right, so my daughter's home, and I'm going to show her the shelves, and then I'll share her reaction. Close your eyes. Ready?
Hi, bunnies.
Hi! What do you think? Well, I ordered another shelf, so we can do one more line. There's no room for those guys.
Oh, what's this one? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
If you like this video, stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. I will have more easy DIY step-by-step tutorials coming for you very soon.